Hey, what's up guys? Trickster here. This video coming at the tail end of the week. Made it a little bit later than I had originally intended on. Today's Sunday. Super Bowl just ended. Patriots won. Not sure how I feel about that. They're alright, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of either team either way, but I was definitely pulling for the Rams. I was hoping Jared Goff could pull it off. But anyways, apparently not. Let's see what's going on now. I just scheduled my exam for OSCP. So that's pretty nice. I got it for, what is it? Today's February 3rd, if you guys are watching this, the day it came out. But I scheduled it for the 24th? 25th? I think 24th. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, I think Sunday the 24th. I wanted to schedule it for a Saturday, but there wasn't any Saturdays available except for like this coming Saturday, and I didn't want to take it that early. So now I got to kind of rush to a little bit to get my PDF stuff done, my lab guide stuff. I pretty much have it done, but there are a few questions that I skipped from the PDF. I think I even skipped like a couple sections. So I got to go back, clean that up. Even the stuff that I have done, I probably need to write a bit more. I kind of have the screenshots of how I executed answered a lot of the questions, but I need to add like some sort of explanation and sort of walkthrough of it. And then, of course, with the boxes, I didn't actually do a lot of the write-ups. I just took screenshots of everything I did. So it wouldn't take too much to go back and write them. But yeah, I want to do the write-ups of 10 boxes. I'll pick 10 of probably the quickest boxes to explain, just to make things a little bit easier. But yeah, I've gotten 22 boxes as of right now. So that's pretty nice. Ideally, I'd like to get about 30 by the time I go to take the exam, but I need to prioritize finishing the lab guide first because I don't want to be scrambling on that. And then I also need to go back and just reread the rules, make sure I understand all of the exam rules and the also the submission stuff really well before I, get to that point. So I don't want to, because I know people have like lost points for stupid stuff. That if they would have just went and read the guide, read the rule set beforehand, then they could have avoided that and basically not giving away free points. So I definitely want to get all the points that I can. So that's a priority there. In terms of OSCP itself, definitely getting towards the harder boxes. I did get a box that was dual nicked. So I'm not sure which network the other nick had access to. But yeah, I can do some pivoting now. So I should I haven't tried that yet, but yeah, I need to do that here soon and do some pivoting. And I never did it before, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to explore that side of things. So, but yeah, as far as OSCP goes, and as far as hacking goes, pen testing, red teaming, whatever, the journey is the end result. The end result is the journey. And what I mean by that is, you're always going to be on this journey of learning, this journey of improvement, your whole career, your whole life, until you decide that, you don't want to do this stuff anymore. You're always going to be learning because no one knows it all. There's so much you could possibly know that no one could possibly know everything, like when it comes to InfoSec. And when it comes to like a lot of things, no one knows it all, It's always a journey. The journey is the end result, and I think a lot of people have a tendency to really focus on some end destination. So, and this isn't just with like InfoSec. This isn't just with like hacking and stuff like that, OSCP. This goes kind of beyond OSCP, Most people, they have this destination in mind that they want to get to, and basically their journey that they're on right now becomes just a means to an end to get to that destination. But the reality is the destination is the journey. There'll never be a point where you're like, okay, I know everything I need to know now. I don't have to learn. I finally know it. that point will actually never come. And if it does come, if you do ever feel like that, then that's when you kind of like become bad, like that's when you start stagnating in what you're doing. So it's always about the journey. Like even after OSCP, say I take the test, I don't get it, I don't pass. The journey continues, I'm going to keep trying and keep trying, try harder, until I get the certification. But even when I do get the certification, the journey's still not over. It still continues. It's like, okay, now I got my foot in the door with OSCP. This gives me more opportunities in my career field. And I have, better credentials now, but I still got to keep going. I got to get more certifications. I got to, learn more things, learn more current technologies, like maybe start looking into, for example, some cloud-based stuff like some pen testing with Azure or AWS, stuff like that. There's different areas I could focus on, like even further on web applications or like endpoints, or there's so many ways I could branch out and continue learning. It really depends on what you want to do, what your goal is. Me personally, I would like to transition to the red team side of things. So, but even then, that's pretty broad, right? So it's like you might want to have you definitely want to have like an area of focus there. So I'm thinking to maybe looking into some of these like cloud-based technologies going forward. And also, I have a blog site already called Armor Up Security. I haven't made any posts in a while, but I really want to focus on the web app side there. So, I want to build up my credentials, like really like nail home the web app side of stuff. And that website is actually, the intention behind it was to sort of bridge the knowledge gap between developers and security professionals. So like secure coding and stuff like that. I'd like to really like learn a lot more in that space. Obviously I work as a web app pen tester, so I'm pretty familiar with like the various vulnerabilities and stuff, but actually knowing from like a code standpoint, how they work and how they could be mitigated through like, editing your code, changing the way you implement certain things and configure certain things. That's something even I need to beef up on. So it's like the journey never stops, right? The journey will never stop. And even say I learn all of that stuff, well, there's still more that I can learn. And, even one area, it's probably like you couldn't learn everything, and even once you do, especially like InfoSec is so rapidly, things are changing and new things are coming out, new vulnerabilities, new technologies, stuff like that. The journey's never really over, but at the same time, that's what's really cool about this field, right? So it's like you don't know everything, and then you're just sitting there bored, stagnated, and it's like, well, there's not much more I can learn here. That's pretty much it. Like I've had a job like that in the past, and it got boring. So what's cool about InfoSec is, that point never comes, so you get to just keep learning. It's pretty exciting. But yeah, I know I said last week that I was gonna start making more videos, like even like non-vlog update related videos, like maybe some tools and techniques videos. And I had planned on doing that actually. I sat down to do that earlier in the week, but it turned out that the tool that I was gonna demo, I didn't have it on this VM. So, and I didn't want to demo it on my OSCP VM because I didn't want to accidentally like reveal some like key information on boxes or something. That would be bad. So, yeah, I'll try and do that this week. Well, there is no trying. I either do it or I don't. Right? I'm gonna do it this week. So I'm gonna download the tool on this VM, and then I can show you a really cool tool. So if you guys are planning on doing OSCP, check out the video that's going to come out later in the week, because this is a really cool recon tool that was actually developed specifically for OSCP. But the cool thing about it, though, is that it's useful whether you're using it on OSCP or you're using it on any boxes. Like, it's a really cool recon tool. And especially if you guys are new to pen testing, I think you guys are going to find it super, super useful and a really cool learning tool. So, and this is a tool that I learned about through Hack the Box watching one of IPSEC's videos. So you guys, some of you guys might already be familiar with it, but if you're not, definitely check out my video coming up here in a few days, because it's going to be really, really juicy. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had this week. I'm just going to be wrapping up the lab guide and, maybe like reviewing some of the rules and the boring stuff there. And then just trying to get more boxes. I will say, before I take that exam, I got to really like shore up on my manual exploitation. A lot of them I did with Metasploit. I want to go back and do it manually. Not too many. Out of the 22 boxes that I did, I think there might have been like 7 or 8 that I did Metasploit instead of the manual way. So I want to go back, edit the exploit code, do it that way, just to make sure I'm solid on manual exploitation. But additionally, I'm definitely going to need to invest quite a bit more time in buffer overflow stuff, because that's going to be a weak point for me, probably. But, I'll just put in the time, put in the work, and yeah. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.